Cleanliness is such an important thing in everything. It's important if we get into a car. It doesn't matter how old the car is, but if it's clean, we enjoy the ride. If we come into a house and it's clean, the visit is more enjoyable. If we go eat at a restaurant and the bathrooms and the surroundings are clean, we are having an awesome experience. Same thing with our body. If our body is clean, then everything works the way it should and life is happier. And we feel better physically because we have less pain, if any, and mentally because we have a wide range of emotions that we can handle appropriately, that don't result in panic attacks, that do not result in anxiety, in depression, in a bucket full of emotions that I don't know what to do with because I just can't process. And so I proceed to hide them inside my body because the body automatically does that to protect itself. And then later on, it results in a whole bunch of illnesses because these emotions have been hidden in tissues and have caused damage to these. Yes, there is a very big link between what happens here in our mind and what we've experienced as children in traumas that we may not or may remember, and what today we have and we experience in health. Very big link with the emotions we've not processed correctly and what we're experiencing today. And as we detox, as we try to drive ourselves towards cleanliness, and we detox, we're detoxing not just the body, but also these emotions as well. And if we are successful in doing so, then we are going to have a much healthier life. And if we have health, we'll be able to retain it. If we don't, we'll be able to return to it. And if we are battling illnesses, we'll be able to eliminate them. And since we are going to be talking about illnesses, and interestingly enough, at the same time, we're going to be talking about natural products, please keep in mind that I'm not a doctor. I do not diagnose, prescribe, or treat illnesses, and I do not link any of the products I talk about with illnesses either. In fact, products never heal the body. The body heals itself. All we are doing with what we put into our body is helping it give the organs the nutrients it needs so that the organs can help us heal, because that's the way we've been designed. So as I talk about products, just remember, this is all for educational purposes so that we can all gain or grab a better hold of our health and take care of it. Because after all, that's our responsibility. Nobody else's, and no one will ever take care of our health the way we will. So I wanted to talk to you about a product, a package that Soul Naturals has, which is called package number 8 and is made up of these products that you see here, these 6 products that you see there, and this one. And the way package number 8, which is called All Cell Nutrition and Cleanse product or package number 8, the way it works is the following way. The reason why good vibrations is so important, fiber, and a lot of other goodies, because it's not just fiber. The reason why that product is so important is because it's going to come in and at a circulatory level, it's going to give my body the ability to absorb fats in the bloodstream and sugars, both of which, when I have too many, cause health issues. But also at a colon level, it's going to come in and with enough water, it's going to expand and help me cleanse and pick up everything that's there, and it's going to help me clean house. One of the things that will help me do that is if I give the colon the ability to contract. And that's what Fast Track is going to do. And I'm not going to be talking about the ingredients on these products because you'll be able to see a lot of other videos where I make reference to the ingredients. But Fast Track is actually going to have whole plants, because Soul Naturals is based on that. It's going to have whole plants that are going to come into the colon and irritate it in a very good way so that it begins to do its natural movement of contracting. We should all be eating a lot of fiber in our diet made up of raw foods such as raw vegetables and raw fruit. But because we don't, when we begin to give our body a good amount of this fiber, a lot of people will feel, now I'm not going to the bathroom. Didn't you say this was supposed to help me have bowel movements? I'm not having them. And the reason for that is because our colon has been sluggish to begin with. People will argue, but no, I had no issues before. Yes, you had them. You just didn't have enough fiber to notice them. So now when I give the body what it needs, because it needs anywhere around 30 grams in an adult of fiber a day, and I'm now beginning to give it some of that, it is so full of this fiber that now it is more obvious that the colon cannot work because it's sluggish the way it has been designed to work. So I need something to help move it along, and that's what Fast Track is going to do. It's going to help me irritate the colon in a good way, move everything out so that everything comes out nicely, and I am now in a clean body, cleaner. And as it does that, it also has herbs in there, or plants, whole plants, that are going to be gut healing. So I'm going to have a lot of benefits where I'm not going to be just dependent on this product. Once, if I don't ever take it again, I'm never going to go have bowel movements. No, it will help you heal the gut so that it learns to do the job that it's been designed to do, especially as you continue to eat differently, because the products will help you to crave the correct things. Another product that I love that goes along in this package is Detox. And the reason I can talk a lot about each product, but I'm going to try to just mention one thing. What I love about Detox is the way it has herbs that address parasite cleansing in the body. And parasites are responsible for a great deal of issues in our body. Huge amount. I know a lot of us think that we have to leave the States to get parasites, but that's not the case. And I always associate parasites when I tell people, imagine if you had a bag where you would continuously put leftovers of your meal, and then you proceeded to put it in a room where the degrees were 98 degrees. And every day you'd take it out again, open it, and stick more leftovers and put it into the 98-degree room time and time again. 3-4 days into it, if I open it again, there'll be things I never put in there. Parasites, little animals rolling around. Our bodies do the same thing. They are kept, our colon is in that environment of 98 degrees. So if I have food that's staying there or residuals that should be coming out and isn't, it is going to be toxic, and it is going to create parasites, which are going to be responsible for funguses, for a whole bunch of illnesses in the body, even degenerative and chronic illnesses. So always think of how important it is to have this, because it's going to address that type of cellular cleansing, deeper cleanse in the body. If I had to say only one thing about ProbioIQ, probiotics that come, and this is not just probiotics, you'll see some of my videos where I talk about more specifics of this product. If I had to talk about one thing that makes that probiotics so important, because probiotics are essential for every function of the body. And now they're believing that, and they're realizing that, scientists, more and more researchers, as they find that there is a link between good bacteria and every body function. But if I had to talk about one thing, remember, probiotics are essential, and most of us are very aware of this, at a digestive level. So if I eat and they help me with digestion, from there on, everything else is going to be affected. If my digestion can take place better, then once it arrives at the intestine, then everything else will be better. The organs will get fed the way they should. Just everything starts off well, and so continues and ends well. And I am going to have a cleaner body, which is going to be more, it's going to result in better, in health. Not better, because health is health. There's no such thing as better health. The other product that's very important here is Solle SI. And if I had to talk about one reason why I love this, it eliminates phlegm in the body, which is the precursor of so many illnesses, cysts, overweight. We need phlegm in the body to heal, but we don't need an excessive amount, and we don't need a thick amount. So as that product addresses keeping that in line where it should, if I had to talk about one ingredient I love, it's wasabi. And there's two different kinds, but the one in this product, wasabi, Japanese wasabi, this is what I love about it. Scientific researchers realized early on that there was a component in this plant that was controlling cancer to the point of resulting in the death of cancerous cells. But because they couldn't identify how or why that would happen, then they couldn't confirm it. But once they realized in recent studies how and why it's happening, now they can talk about it more freely. And the reason is, one of the components in wasabi, which is a big ingredient in Solle SI, is that, simply put, in layman terms, a cancerous cell has a defective protein in it, to which the component of wasabi attaches itself to. And in doing so, it can affect that cell and cause it to die. So that now I don't have a multiplication, a proliferation of cancerous cells. And now I can bring this to bay, or this illness to bay. And the interesting thing is that this particular defective protein in these cancerous cells is present in half of our cancers commonly known. So cancers that have to do with the breast, so breast cancer, colon cancer, lung cancer, all those cancers, half of our cancers have to do with this protein, defective protein in a cell to which wasabi attaches itself and causes the death. So it's very preventive. If I take this, it's going to be preventive. If I have this illness already or this diagnosis, I can address it now with more success. So the scientific researching helps me to make wiser decisions, to realize, wow, this is something I need to give attention to. And as we do that with these 4 products mentioned, 5, the last 2, Solle Vital and Cinemate, will address my nervous system, the way my body responds to stress, which makes me sick if I don't have an appropriate response, and the way my blood sugar fluctuates in the body, which again will cause a type of inflammation that takes me, that is a precursor of illnesses. And so I want to avoid being taken down that line. And so if I help the body with Solle Vital and Cinemate, giving it the nutrients it needs, the body will help me heal. And so it's a very beautiful program. Package number 8 has been designed to actually come into the body and detox at a cellular level so that I can address the way my body is degeneratively probably working right now. So I can address things that shouldn't be inside the body. You know, cysts shouldn't be in there. The body should be able to eliminate them. Tumors, fibroids, none of this should be in the body. It should have the ability to eliminate it. And it can. A lot of people have done that successfully. And in doing so, what they've only done is given the organs in their body the ability, the tools necessary to do what they've been designed to do, return us to health. So consider this package as you look into Soul Naturals, because it's a very simple package that you can order just like that, package number 8. It has a very simple way to take it. If you would like this email to you and you put your email here below in YouTube, we'll get you this instructions as to suggestions of how I take these products and how to successfully make them a part of your lifestyle so that you can see the results you want. If this video has been given to you, please talk to that person for further information as to how to order these products directly from the company. If you've come across my video on on YouTube, then please feel free to leave me a note and I will definitely get back with you. Remember, it is up to us to keep our body detoxed because our bodies need the tools necessary. We no longer live in a world that the earth provides these minerals so that when we're careful and have clean eating, that's all we need. We actually need to look into products that will give us the nutrients and therefore the tools our bodies need, our organs need to return us to health, to keep us detoxed. And if we do return our bodies to a more easier way for everything to function and everything is clean and everything just works the way it should because everything is nice and clean, then our experience in life will be better. We'll be happier and we'll have bodies that work the way they should physically, emotionally, and that just always makes everything around us more enjoyable. So please talk to the person who gave you this video or drop me a message here and I'll get back with you. And I hope that